Enigma long on the RTY1. Fib.NQ lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Enigma long on the NQ3. Divergence down NQ on the 9.
Welcome aboard, everyone. What exactly is ALGO and why do our traders absolutely love it? Michael Othrow. Alrighty then, are you ready indeed? Good morning, everybody. Don't forget trading is risky and all that business. Let's get down to business right now. All right, give a shot at this here right off the bat. We've got a couple of things stacking up right here. We came up fast, so I don't know. I don't think it's going to last, but we'll see here. Looking for, we got a couple of super AOs right here. Came right back into something I had drawn up that was going to be important from yesterday. I'm going to hit Control R, remove drawing objects here, see if I can get that 35 ticks out of it. The ideal will be to have hit right in on the middle of that cross there. I'm looking for 35 ticks right here off of trade 1. Going against the nerd direction here. 3/4 position. We have a delta shift right there, so hopefully we get that exchange of hands. And if that shifts back to neutral, I'll look for potentially 50 if I start to hear sellers step in on the tape. We'll walk through. If you're new with us, give me just a moment here as I'm walking through here. Trade number 1 setting up here for me at 28 ticks. So that count on the left, that green number count is my tick count. All right, 24 ticks. Over here on the right, we also need to mark up this big bull. That's a like 2000 level bull right in there. 37. Oh, heard buyers step back in. All right, so should have taken that T1 there. We're at 37 ticks, and I was like, it's kind of slow playing it down there. Maybe we'll get there. Did not quite. Okay, back to neutral here. I'm gonna add to position right there on that shark. So that's the first bear test right there. They came right into that shark and they didn't blow right through it. So bears still might have a shot here. There we go. Sellers coming in. That's 45 ticks. See if I can hold it all the way to 50 and I'll take it to a runner.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Nope. Bulls made a showing here, so I'll take some off right there. Seuss. See if I start to hear sellers come back in one more time, or the buyer's going to pick it up right here. We went all the way to red over here on the right. See the direction filter? We touched red for a moment. Right back to neutral. Took some profit right there at that green dot. Okay, so bear tested. They were able to hold it right there. There's a shark back. Here and buyers step in right here. R1 just up above us. Gonna add in on that Seuss one more time there. Full position now.
Enigma short on the NQ5.
Got an Enigma, add to position on the Enigma 16.9. Got a 35 tick target down there. Already pre-drawn. Back to my POE. Here in sellers, add to position. Here and more sellers come in. I had some overnight plays here on my other account, so if you're You saw, I think it was up over 4,900 overnight. And bots are back on here this morning, but I was taking a few swings at it last night. I'll talk about that here in just a moment here. I'm just going to work through this play here. There's a cross. I'm going to look to add here. Starting to hear sellers come through. Add to position on the Seuss in the cross. So there's 41. So again, I'm trying to hold to T2 right now. Why am I holding to T2? Somebody type it there in the chat. Why have I been holding out for T2 now? Give you a hint. It's a direction color. All right, there's 55. There's 60. All right, I'll pull half right there. The nerd. That's right. Nerd has shifted all the way to red here. Ooh, RBI right there. Red bar ignored. Hearing buyers step up. Right back to that green cross.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Okay, so here's a test of that bear. That shark doesn't hold, then, well, I have to take the rest of that off as a loss here. Back to neutral. This is the second bear test of this area. First one held. We'll see if this shark is going to hold to tell me if the bears have a play. PRZ cross. I'm going to add to position on the cross. Gives me an easy visual stop above the cross. So I'll move my little white line there. Just a visual for my stop point where I've been proven wrong. Okay, yep, they're stepping through. Okay, so technically this is the test right here. It's the back of that cross right now. Nope, hearing buyer's step. I'll have to peel some off here. They're making a play there. Okay, pushing through. So bears do not have control. They have lost control. It's the first break of a bear.
NQ on the 5.
There's a very large Super AO right here.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Back to moderate buy, Super AO over on the right as well. Okay, I'll go ahead and try to make a stand right there. What time is it? Man, it's early for him stepping in today. My goodness, it's only 8:54. Still 5 minutes before the top of the hour.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Zeus. Oh, come on, don't run without me.
Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma short on the GC2.
Good morning, Hummingbird. Yikes. All right. Nope. Gonna have to peel it again. Look, they're still here, right? Green dot. If a green dot, they can still just take it off on a green dot. Not a single buy side has broken there. So until I see that green side break, I can't really have confidence that that's going to work. Right in front of prior high here. Here comes prior high. There's the prior high. There's a headshot coming in on the prior high. I'll give it one more shot here. Now we've got
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
double ready DD over on the right. And again, we're kind of coming up with some explosive speed there right up into the prior high. So re-engaging higher here. Would love to see a green break and then a red hold. That dot, technically, that held right there. So they didn't break straight through. The red bears have shown that they are capable. I just need to see a break of a green to really get that confidence going that we might get a shift back here. But we'll see. We see a lot of buyers stepping in here on the delta. I'm seeing big green flags, 3 sets there. We'll see if we got any exhaustion on that. Here we have 3 minutes till the top of the hour. I have not heard any news chatter, probably because I need to turn that on here, get financial juice going there. Okay, here's another bear test. It'll have to hold that cipher for me to have confidence. Yep, cipher held. Looking to add to my position here. Just a little tiny cipher touch was enough for it to turn. Still would love to see a green break. Now you could say that there was a switch dot, green dot, little tiny one right in there. We did kind of push below it almost right after it, so we could try to say, okay, well, green break, but horseshoes and hand grenades here. Horseshoes and hand grenades here. Don't want to try to just be looking for something just because I'm looking for it. Here in sellers, step in right there. If we stay on the strong buy side, I still should be looking to pull some off around 35 ticks. If I really start to hear aggressive selling coming in, I'm seeing the bottom of that channel as a potential structural target as well. Nope. Hearing buyers step in there. Let's see if that little red cipher is going to hold again or not. I don't like that they've started really slowing this down here, because when it's slow, it's going to go. And when in the grind, do not rewind. Okay, red dots holding. Well, it held for 2 bars. All right, I need to move the stop point visual right there. What's our time? Okay, 15 seconds to the top of the hour. Let's see if they're gonna get me a pullback right at the top of the hour. Could be perfect timing. 10 seconds. We'll find out. Top of the hour coming.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, please crack that green dot. Thank you. Crack it. Okay, green dot broken. That's good for me. Back to moderate buy. Let's see if we can go neutral. That would be amazing.
William Sonoma partners with OpenAI to test ads in ChatGPT.
I was wondering when they were going to stick ads in there. I was like, dude, they've got too, they were giving away too much of the pie. I was like, they're not making enough money on that. They're going to stick ads in there at any point. So they're talking about putting ads into ChatGPT. Okay, we cracked through on that blue dot over on the right. That's also good. Blue dot did not hold.
Checklist that urgent collective action is critical in 5 areas and the ECB is ready to assist.
Enigma long on the YM2.
Bear test. Like they're pushing through it. No, we got a red bar. A little tiny PRZ right there for it to test. Back to my POE, unfortunately.
ECB tells EU leaders in Lagarde's checklist that urgent collective action is critical in 5 areas and the ECB is ready to assist.
Okay, so the bear broke through right there. We had both broke there. We had green break and well, I don't know. If we get a red bar right here, then the bear might still be there. Where's the 100 tick line? Oh, did they already pull it back 100 ticks? That is the 100 tick. Oh, come on.
A U.S. administration official, Mexican cartel drones.
I'm not on my game here this morning. Didn't eyeball that correctly. I thought the 100 ticks was a little bit farther down than that. That was the 100 tick line. So they dropped it down. They got the 100 ticks here, and if they're going to keep running it up, here's the red dot test over on the right. Oof, it just cracked.
Micron Technology.
If I hear buyers, I'll have to start peeling it.
Market. U.S. administration official says the Pentagon took action to disable the drone.
Need to hear sellers come in here. Okay, I'm hearing sellers. Okay.
White House CEA Acting Chair Yared, speaking on Bloomberg TV, says the jobs report was a blowout and private jobs are above expectations.
Enigma short on the end.
Okay, got the Enigma there. Gonna be enough to push it down. Give me that 35. And hopefully a little more if we're gonna come back to it twice.
Enigma long on the RTY1.
Good morning, Jimmy. Oh, come on. Don't pull me one of those. Get down there. Thank you. Top of the Enigma has been marked.
Yared says the Fed has to balance dual mandates and be forward-looking. According to TASS, Kremlin officials won't attend the first border peace meeting.
Enigma short on the ES double delta NQ on the 34.
Okay, almost to that Enigma target. Hopefully not going to start a sweeper there. Right at the 100 tick line. We cracked that cipher right there, so they didn't hold it right there. Okay, we got a white cross right in front of a target. Okay, I am getting a little greedy here. 905. got another power AO here. Would love to see them just dump out of that for time. Bulls trying to make the hold. 906.
DCDMNQ on the 5. NQ
Okay, let's go.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Big 61 buyer came in there at 905 2 minutes ago. Right at that 100 tick line.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Red dot on the 9s.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Okay, red dot holding on the 9s there. Back to the 100 tick line one more time. Get into my Enigma target. There's also a gold line target there. Come on, make a nice oof to it. Come on. Punch it.
Fib.NQ on the 34.
Thank you. All right. Blue dots call bottoms all the time, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some here. Wait for it. Only heard sellers through it.
Fib.NQ on the 9. on the 18.
Blue dot test. Right, I
Fib.NQ
don't want to get too
on the
greedy here.
5.
What's our time? 9:09. Blue shifted green. We've got a blue dot now on the 9s. I need to come back and mark up all those bulls in there.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
I know, I hear it chanting at me, hold to the opposing signal. I know, I hear it, but so close. Yep, still hearing sellers. Trying to just see if we're going to get a flush. All right, now I'm going to kill it. All right, 8,500 for the first sets of plays there. There was the big giveaway there. Well, actually kind of started back here. We had the triples right here. I have a feeling we'll return to that area. That's what I was hoping for them to do. Come into this zone here. Really dip again before they make their run. They did not make that necessarily super easy. 9:10. We are 20 minutes for the US Open. Up top. So let's go and see how the bots are doing here this morning. So again, they've got a lot of plays. I'll say a lot, but there's the several plays open right now. I've seen them back and forth. Looks like we've got gold trade open. We got Dow trade open and ES trade open there on the Enigmas. They've closed out some more. They're up 6,200. Again, some of that was me playing about 4,900 overnight on that, but now the bots are kind of taking over here this morning. Let's get this view here where we can see you both.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
So the other thing that kind of helped with that confidence there, we also, so we had the 5.8, 4.5. Now it would have been better if those had been switched. If we get slightly larger after this one, so we're probably still, I mean, if I have to go by just the numbers here, this could continue on. Red dot helped out there even on the optimized range. Right after the delta shift, holding on all the way to the top of the gold line EMA, which would be the 50 there on the optimized range. Enigma, I mean, basically started with a power headshot right there. Power headshot, HMD, Enigma, drop out. Now again, you always have to be careful anytime one side is super strong. So in this case, bulls super strong, coming in, making straight legs, super high, all the head fakes. You have to be careful on that first 100 ticks back. Basically take the tip of that measure. If they're going to come in and make a stand, oftentimes they'll make it right there at the 100 tick line. So sometimes you might want to get a little measurement back, draw that in just so you know where 100 ticks back, 100 tick pullback, where that's located. That's something that you'll see quite a lot. Well, it's crazy. I'm wearing a maroon shirt, but on the, I just saw over on the video chat, it looks like I'm wearing like a, like fuchsia or magenta. It's crazy. Let me see if I turn on my desk light. Is it that bright? Oh, that's crazy. Almost looks pink in the video. This is maroon. It's crazy. Okay. Like, when did I wear a pink shirt? I'm not wearing a pink shirt. Okay. Good morning, Powell. Good morning, Douglas. Kit Carson in the house. Good morning, Kazi. Brian, good morning. Timing and structure for the entry exit. Yes, sir. Good morning, Cranky. Expat. Good morning, Brandon. Jimmy. The nerds, the word. What's up, Dork? Speaking of nerds, how's it going, Dork? Great to see you. Hit the like button, please. Everybody else do the same. Dork said he hit the like button. Be a dork. Let's get it going. Hit that like button for me. Petro, good morning. DMMCR, good morning. Mermaid, good morning. Rise and shine. John Landberg, good morning, good morning. Alpha Prime, good morning, sir. Top Gun. Fino, welcome aboard. Good morning, Superman. Good morning, Ethan Music. Great to see you. Jacob, Seren, Plutonium, what's up, buddy? Thank you guys for all the reminders. Save 40. Ah, yes. Don't forget. Use code SAVE40 during the Valentine's event. That applies to the gold lease to own. So you're getting 40% off of the monthly. And you don't have to pay forever. If you do stay 18 months, it will unlock the Platinum Edition Dream Panel. Great opportunity to get involved with us there during the Valentine's event on the website. Use code SAVE40 for the Valentine's event. Good morning, Haas. Real-time protection off. I did crank that off there earlier. Good reminder for everyone. Make sure you turn your real-time protection off just like you would if you're playing any other video game. Good morning, NDP. Good morning, Greg. Good morning, Anthony. The ultimate hobo shirt. Yes. Good morning, David. Good morning, Christo. Love to hear that. Thanks, Brian. It's 9:15. Okay, here we go. The final quarter hour before the open. So we talked about that 100 tick line. Everybody got that? Type of 1 if you get it. 2 if you're new and we need a little bit more review. But oftentimes, big strong move. As soon as we touch that 100 tick line, boom. Like triggers that side to stay in. And oftentimes, I mean, yes, this time it worked out. It came back down. We had an Enigma and kind of pushed it through. But, you know, this is where they'll make that stand, and they'll just keep on running it. And that's like, you only get about 100 tick pullback. So you're trying to grab a 20 bag, maybe a 30 bag out of there, going against that direction. We did happen to get a couple of touches of red in there. That gave me a little more confidence that we might do it. Also heard sellers coming in on audio box multiple times in there. Let's see. Gold's up 1,000 on that trade. Tempted to close the bots out there. I'm gonna let that go. See how it goes through the open. We're well up on the day. Okay, another red dot showing up on the high time frame. Best for the bears. They're in there. It's wild to see, but the bears have definitely taken control over this big up move here now. So every test of the bears they have been holding. They're about to get all the way to R1 or back to R1. So of note, yesterday we had a big bull in here. That's what we marked the screen area for. And look what we just went to. Didn't we mark that out? That was there from yesterday.
Double delta NQ on
right to its take profit zone. Before this turn.
Divergence up NQ on the 9.
NQ lows, 25 to 30 point oscillations. Putting it together that time check. You know, you got to be careful of saying stuff like that. I'm just a mentor, okay? The mentor in me can't help but tell you, like, look, I'm the coach on the sidelines, yelling at you, telling you, you know, put your head out of your tail, get your head in the game. Let me put the warning to people saying stuff like this. This is very common to see all over the place. Well, you know, NQ likes blah, 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 and blah, 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 right? Win matters, right? Just like somebody should not really take one stat out of your P&L. So somebody's like, oh, what's your win rate? Well, win rate, what if my targets were 1 tick and my stops were 200 ticks? Well, an 80% win rate then wouldn't be too good now, would it? You know what I'm saying? During what time frame? I normally track points. Now looking at ticks. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? We spoke on the phones years ago. Okay. So, I mean, during what time? Right. So if you're going to define a window of time, like NQ likes this amount of points, bro, I've seen times when NQ ain't moving at all. Right. What happened to that then? So that's why I don't say that kind of stuff. I just like, and you shouldn't either. I don't think you should. Don't tempt yourself into getting, look, if you're going to have standard operating procedures, try to write yourself, here's pro tip. Try to write yourself standard operating procedures that are going to benefit your executions. Because if you're going to say along with your ism that you say that NQ loves, what'd you say? Let me find it again. NQ loves 25 point oscillations. First of all, you're speaking in points, right? You've spoken to me years ago, and yet, let me ask you, well, how you been doing? Are you a millionaire yet? If you're still doing the same stuff, just saying, I'm here to try to make you better on that. If you're still speaking, number one, in points, you're stupid. Look, I'm going to offend everybody. That's my job. I am your coach. Pull your head out of your butt. Why are you talking in points? You're going to like 4 ticks? Why? Why do you speak in 4 ticks? What's the purpose? You want to speak in quarters? Are you going to tell me, if I ask you how much money you make, are you going to tell me how many quarters are in your bag? The granularity matters, right? You speak in the dollars. If every tick you're going to make $5, and if you're, unless you're trading, look, are you a one contract trader? Yeah, and I don't, look, no offense to the people who are trading one contract, but I don't think you're a real trader if you're trading one contract. You know what I'm saying? Trying to help you out. Now that's a bit more accurate. NQ acts like a bipolar off its meds. Yes, it's wild. Okay, so what's going to help me is know, am I trading the wild child? Prepare for the wild child. So what are you preparing when you say something like, it loves 25 and 30 tick rotations, or whatever you're saying with that? If you're going to say it loves that, okay, how does that help you? Are you taking 25 point targets? So are you, so 25 times 4, okay, so 100 tick, and then 30. So are you looking for 100 and 120 tick plays? Do you count in 0.25s? You know, you don't count in quarters. You know what I'm saying? Like you count in individual components. In my opinion, if you're trying to make money intraday, what is the point in speaking in points? It is pointless to speak in points, other than, you know, you want to impress your friends at a party because they also don't know what the heck you're talking about. Like, talk to somebody who's never been in it before. But if you're just, or maybe it's like little hand signals, be like, yeah, we're in the club, we're talking in points. Okay, don't. So try to focus on things that are useful. Like, hey, love a good down two finger, right? Call on the top on the 89s, all right? 89 pulled in, the two hammer bar, two finger salute up top for the reversal, giving us that extra oomph to grab that 100 ticks. You know what I'm saying? Trade micro and Q. How many contracts? Tracking the length of waves. Okay. So when you track the length of waves, you say you track them. Look, we're going to have a great example here today. Okay. Post me a screenshot of your tracking of those lengths of waves. Show me what that looks like. Ready? Since that's what you do, you're an expert on that. You said you did it. Now show me a screenshot. Okay. Listen, everybody's full of shit. Okay. Everybody talks. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody run their mouth. But now, pen to paper. Okay. If you really track them, then you've got an Excel spreadsheet somewhere. You got a folder somewhere where you're tracking them. Okay, show it. You're tracking it. Take a screenshot, post it in the public chat and Discord. Let's see it. So 3 to 8 MNQs. So like I said, I don't think that you're a real trader if you're trading one contract. One contract is a mini. I am Vinny Emini. Okay, so one contract, that's 10. You're trading 8. So you're less than 1. So you are less than a trader. So again, trying to help you out. If you want to become a trader, you want to get to a point where you're actually trading at least one contract. Okay, like you're doing yourself a disservice, filling your head with stats that don't mean anything. That's my point to anybody. It's not just to you, it's to everybody. Don't be one of these people like, well, I track the Tonga schlong of the schlonga schlong. And what does that do for you? How does it help you execute? If it's not adding and enhancing your execution or your decision to enter into a position, it is a waste of mental capital. And you only have so much mental capital to spend. Everybody's running on the same set of electrical battery. If you got more salt in your system, your electrical system is doing better. All right. Rant end. 5 minutes before the US Open. I'm just trying to help you out. Okay. Reconsider. I don't see your screenshot in the public chat and it's been a minute. So I'm going to say calling BS is probably right. Use the price and volume drawing tool to track wavelengths. I understand it's all good. Really, you misunderstand me. I hear you. Okay. And then what do you do with that? You track it. And now what does that do for you? Okay. You track it. What does that tracking do for you? For your trade? Okay. How does it enhance your profits? That's what I don't hear. I can tell you every single thing that when I tell you something in my room, how it enhances my play, how I get into a play, how I target in a play. So I'm just trying to help you, and I'm not trying to go, oh, I'm better than you. I'm going, I know what you need to do to get out of that stuff. I'm so tired of theory stuff, right? No offense. Like somebody else in our room said theory this morning. What was the theory? Let me do it. Control F for theory. Somebody said control, let's see, control F. Somebody said something about theory there this morning. All right. For sure, I've been doing some research, and statistically speaking, bull markets lasted a lot longer, averaging about 4 to 5 years, whereas in a bear market, they last anywhere from 9 to 14 months. My theory is if we break the resistance of 6,700 on the S&P, we may see a shift. Maybe it's all a theory, though. Okay. So are you going to short the S&P 500 at 6,700? Like, listen, theory? Look, there's a lot of people talking theory. Okay, a lot. And they'll sell you a book on it. Okay. But unless it's just fun for you, talking about theory and you want to have fun, okay. But there's a time when you need to, you know, put away childish things and get to work, you know. Just saying. All right, here we go. $9:28, 2 minutes for the U.S. Open. Divergence on the 9. As we come into the Open, lots of hands are going to come in there. So that's the obvious part. So what do I do to execute on that? So I go, I'm going to plan for the first 5 minutes to try to not take any plays here at the Open. So that's how I turn that information into something useful. Okay, so what am I going to do with it? So we got a minute and a half to, you know, can you briefly explain if you're going to track the legs and the lengths of the legs and you're measuring them on your chart, okay, then what do you do with it? Right, and then, all right, no, and then.
One minute remaining for the market on open imbalance.
I've got the 5s and 9s. No, I don't have the 6s or 7s anywhere in there. And why would I have those? Go through the training, like fractals. Understand fractals, and no, you don't have every single plate. You need a large and a small. More than that, and you're just wasting your time. Another one of those, you know, isms. I cut out as much fluff as you can so that we can get to the execution. All right, we got 20 seconds to the Open. It'd be a waste, yeah. Use it for entry levels and targets. Yeah, no, totally get you, totally get you. But I don't see how you use that as, what'd you say, for entries and targets?
Market open imbalance. S&P 500 buy side 251 million. Nasdaq 100 buy side 18 million. Dow 30 buy side 42 million. Mag 7 sell side 2 million.
All right, let's see here. Here's the wild Open here.
NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5. NQ on the 34.
So generally, I got a standard operating procedure where I can just wait through that first 5 minutes.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Try to not be tempted into sloppy plays. Has to be absolutely perfect. Now, I do like the look of this. Okay, I'm gonna draw a little area here where this might be interesting to me here in just a moment. We're coming up fast. Like super fast. This isn't your normal like, okay, drive into an Open. Okay, so let's see if that was a 100 tick swing. Yep, 110.
The S&P 500 opens 0.7% higher. The Nasdaq 100 opens 1%.
Okay, we've got a red dot on the 34 test of the bears right here in the take profit zone. Okay, they're holding on right there. Okay, so the bulls don't just have full control here. They're not able to break bear structures.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
They're not just completely obliterating them.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Divergence on NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Micron Technology shares up 8.5%.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 9. Enigma short on the GC2. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, HMD.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
So we're only about 2 minutes past the US Open there, and we are too fast. So I'm just kind of watching right here. I'm gonna wait till that goes into nice. In fact, I'm gonna turn my psychology bot on here and let it cover the charts here for me, so I'm not necessarily tempted into it until things get to a good speed there. But that is a beautiful HMD that showed up right there. Shark back HMD right in the middle, precision.
Bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 34.
That Enigma down bottom, right through all that wildness, called 228 tick up move. This is where I marked this up because literally when they're that close together, I was going to be looking for a short there, and sure enough, big move there.
Bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 9. Divergence up NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5. DCDM NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 9.
Okay, so optimized range. We got triple dots coming in here at the top of the bowl, driving down, second red dot. Again, bears just maintaining control of every touch, all the way down, come back into divergence inside of the golden ropes, get a nice pop-up of about 100 ticks, and all the way down into a 4.4 here now, and we'll see if we get a bounce here off of that 4.4. We should. First red dot I've seen broke right there.
Enigma short on the line on the lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Enigma short on the NQ double delta NQ on the 5 on the 34. Enigma short on the NQ5. Enigma long on the NQ5. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5. NQ on the 9.
The Russell 2000 index at over 2-week high, last up 0.9%. Ford Motor shares rise 1.8% after Q4 results.
Enigma long on the RTY1.
Okay, wow, that's interesting. Enigma clustering going on right here.
Fib.NQ on
okay, so again, another area that I want to mark up here. This is going to be an important area either now or later today. So I've got two of these
Upper bands touch NQ.
Area is now again too fast, so don't even really need to look at it, but I can't help but see that in there right now.
NQ on the 34. NQ on the 5. Upper bands
Super fast.
NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the short on the GC2. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Enigma short on the YM2. Enigma long on the RTY1. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib dot
Okay.
lower bands touch NQ on the
Switch
30,
dot.
NQ on the 5.
Bear test. Cracked. Delta shift. And it really is still too fast on this time frame, so
NQ on the 5.
would shift up a time frame, which I can just look right here and look for plays here. That is a power headshot long. See if we get a bounce right here. Yep, we do. $226 BPM there. Super fast action here this morning. See, 937.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Technology bot telling me Snell dot ready.
NQ on the 5.
That is a juicy, tempting test to take a short right there.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Yep, there she goes. Okay, would have been a good one right there, but again, super fast there, and I am well up on the day here. I'd say that was probably... I mean, I worked that position there this morning. That one was kind of worth two. If you go back and look, it was starting out with the first Enigma and then kind of the second Enigma, and in between there, took a loss there. So the morning is full here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner so far, and now I'm just looking for those bonus plays where they want to look to enhance the current play. We have now 2 minutes before the 940 to 950 reversal time. So might have a great play opportunity coming up here in a couple of minutes. Maybe that will come back down into a little bit of a normal speed. This is like super speed here. Yeah, it's super fast. Fast AF, yeah.
RTY1.
Cool, Brian. Yeah, I read everything you were writing there. Totally get you. Yeah, it's hard to translate over text. I'm sure you meant some more stuff on it. Love to have a chat with you again sometime. I'm just trying to help. You know what's funny is, you know, sometimes the more I try to help, the more people get mad about it. Like it is, it's a thing with me. I genuinely try to help, and I'm angry at you. I'm just trying to help, bro. Just trying to help you out.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Fib dot NQ on the 34. Fib dot
Okay, headshot. Holding on the headshot. Enigma did not quite make it to target yet. Is this going to be a 2-try up to it? I'm going to put a white line here to see. So the break of that,
double
right there.
on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ.
Yeah, yeah. Enigma 2-try roll pushes it up to its target there.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Power headshot over here on the right.
On the 34.
So this is the time frame. I mean, this basically has become the entry chart right now. It's so fast. So we're basically looking for entries over here on the 9s. The difficult part about that is if you're coming in on the 9s, you also have 9 risk, right? You have 9s level risk,
NQ on the 5.
which I prefer
Fib.NQ on the 9.
not to. Okay, red dot. That's a red dot short here. Let's see if we get that drop out. Let's need to listen for sellers to see if we get that test. Nope, they're pushing through it. Okay. So bears are not in full control here. Bulls are making a stand and cracking some of these bear positions.
2-finger NQ on the 34.
well, debatable. That one's debatable, right? It's not perfect. Technically, it kind of broke through it just after it. It did, I mean, it held enough to be there, but it cracked the back of it by just a tick there. So we're in some really kind of tricky spots right here. 941.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Okay, shark back is about to be tested here.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Divergence down NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 30.
With divergence and a delta shift here. Okay, I'm going to give this a shot here. 3/4 position here. And there's 50 ticks. Target's filled. Let's go. That'll give me my 10K right there. Boom. All right, let's talk about the decision making around that. Over here, this was the decision. High time frame opportunity. I looked over here to the left. Did I have a low time frame risk? I did. I'm at the top of a channel. I had a delta shift. Went ahead and gave it a shot. They also made a nice long straight leg up. Look over here to the left. I had moderate sell with me. So should I have enough for the play? Yes. And got more than even a T1 out of it. Got a 50 tick target out of it. Very nice. 10K on the morning here. Putting it away. There's the play right there. Came up fast.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Didn't last. Beautiful. No others. You can't get this anywhere else. Listen, you talked to me years ago and you still aren't using ALGO when you got plays like this. I just think that's crazy. I think it's a little bit crazy. Just saying. That's just me. Okay.
Enigma long on the NQ on the 5.
Oh man, I was up here real early this morning. Got the MacVU stuff back online there this morning. I'm gonna grab this coffee, reheat real quick here. Literally gonna take a super fast quick break. We'll be right back here. Watch the 9s until that thing gets off of red. You see this chart right here? When this chart is no longer red, okay, we're back to normal speed where just plays are gonna be easier. That one was pretty quick. I'll be right back.
Enigma short on the CL1.
The Philadelphia Semiconductor Index at over 1 week high, last up 2.5%.
Enigma long on the NQ3. Fib.NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Enigma long on the RTY1. Divergence down NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 5. Enigma short on the G. Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch
says
NQ
January
on the
jobs
34.
report shows US economy is strong.
NQ on the 9. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. RTY1. Upper bands
Today,
touch
Secretary
NQ on
Charles
the
Dorner
34.
commenting in a statement.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Divergence down NQ on the upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 5. Fib dot bands touch on the double delta NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34 on the 5. Fib dot NQ on the bands touch NQ on the 89. Divergence up NQ upper on bands touch NQ on the 89. Fib dot NQ on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34 on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 34. NQ on the 34.
Says Justin, great jobs numbers and far greater than expected. The United States of America should be paying much less on its bonds, and we're again the strongest country in the world, and should therefore be paying the lowest interest rate by far. This would be an interest cost saving of at least $1 trillion per year. A balanced budget plus, wow, the golden age of America is upon us.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Fib dot NQ on the 5.
Wow, that thing launched up out of there again. Super AO. Yeah, I mean, so
Fib dot NQ on the 34.
This is still too fast.
U.S. Labor Secretary Chavez Durima statement.
Still over, that's 119 BPM, so it's over 100, kind of like running 100 miles an hour. Still too fast to execute easily on over here on the right. So plays are coming from over here. But remember what I said, same problem. You got higher time frame opportunity, also higher time frame risk here. What I like to do is, oh, there we go. Hey, just cleared. Awesome. So the psychology bot, I did not turn that off. So the psychology bot has cleared the deck here. So we're finally coming into some decent speed here on that lower time frame. It has been really, really wild. Super high volatility action. I'm going to flatten the bots here. The bots are up. That account is up over 8,400. Again, now I did 4,900 of that overnight, so that take out 4,900 of that, but the bots did pretty well there this morning, putting down a few K on the bots. I'm going to flatten those. There we go, flatten all. Okay, so, well, I don't want to change the screen here right now because the higher time frame is definitely in play here, so I want to keep it so you guys can see both of these two. I mean, basically most of the eyeballs are right here right now just due to the speed alone. Okay, we're over here. So either reduce your size or, you know, just be careful. Right now, super high speed. We probably have 10 a.m. news. Let's see, it's 9:50, so we got 10 minutes. Yes, we have FOMC member speaking at 10 and 10:15. And crude oil inventory is coming out at 10:30, so that 10 o'clock hour is coming up here in 10 minutes.
Divergence lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34 on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Enigma short on the ES1.
Oh. You're busy. Wow, that's really cool. Yeah, I'd love to hear more of kind of your story. Man, reach out to me there on Discord. I'd love to hear about that. So you say, let's see, I live in Hawaii, in the jungle, trade on laptop, travel to nearby internet, rustic, moved here months ago. It's a process, trading 6 hours behind EST, adapting a new place, other jobs also. Hey, just so you know, so it sounds like, look, you got complications. It's hard to do whatever it is that you're doing. You know what makes it easier? ALGO box. I'm just saying. Even more so a reason why I would absolutely be using ALGO box, so that I could have play setups any time of day, any situations where if I've got a limited time window where I'm going to be able to actually execute.
Financial Times next.
Even more so, you want to rely on technology. Like, I don't understand the logic of people who are like, well, you know, I got a lot going on, so I don't know if I want a lot more going on. Like, then so you're going to pick up your dumb phone? What do you mean dumb phone, Vinny? Well, like most people call them smartphones, and the smartphone because it does a lot of things for you. It's your lookup device. It's your, I mean, quite frankly, with the AI stuff and ChatGPT, it's your advisor. It's your Google search. It's your telephone lookup. It's your camera. It's your, you know, video device to communicate with your family connection, your social media connection, your, you know, maybe even your family connection. If you're, you know, just moved to Hawaii, imagine you might have, you know, family in the States or another country somewhere. You know, it's your communication device. You have a smartphone, but you don't want to buy a smart chart? Question mark, question mark, question mark. You got a rotary dial telephone there attached to the wall with a little spinny cord too? What?
NQ on the 9. Lower bands
makes no sense
NQ on
to
the
me.
34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
ALGO box, yeah, it's like having used the technology to make that job easier. Why make that job hard? Okay, we're probably going to get, this is, I mean, I would be looking for a bounce here. That is a 4.1 over on the right. Okay, and now look, we got something correlated on the left. Love this type of play, right?
NQ on the 9.
So I could have taken the long right there. That is a super power moonshot long, boom, almost straight to the Enigma target. Look at that. That is a 35 tick target. Now, yours out of the box may say 20. Remember, I have moved up to the 5s here, so I'm looking for a larger target. I have adjusted this. Just go into your settings on the Enigma, and you can change that default. The default is 20, and that's because generally, like if the market's not as volatile as it has been, I'm going to be trading on the slightly lower time frames. Lower time frame also brings lower opportunity. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. We got an HMD short. Yeah, I should have hit that. Oh, I should have hit that. Man, both sides, beautiful. So we got the upside move to the target, their carry through, hold to the opposing signal. Then look at this combo. Look at this combo. HMD right here, Harmona dots. Over here on the right, what do we have? Correlated cipher and dot HMD, double rated ED and divergence. I mean, all kinds of confluence to grab that spot right there. Yeah, like you're over there hand drawing stuff makes no sense. To have, you could have this. You could have this. Why would you not do this? Why would you not do this? I don't know. Like, that's what I'm asking. Just asking the questions. Don't shoot the messenger. Right? And, I mean, I'm not calling you dumb, but I'm calling you dumb. Just saying. Dumb. Dumb. Still be using a rotary dial telephone in the age of technology. Just my opinion. Everybody's got their opinion. You got yours.
Enigma long
Don't be mad.
NQ3. Enigma short on the NQ3. Enigma short NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, that's back to an Enigma short, double dot, clustering zone. We drew this zone. We knew it was going to be important. We've literally got Enigma clusters over here that started why I wanted to look at this to begin with. Way back here. Something's up in this area, so we'll see.
Lower band bands touch NQ on the
We're gonna see
34.
what they're gonna do with it.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Optimized range. Also, I mean, Confluence,
Delta NQ on
not
the
crazy. So high time frame opportunity. That's why you got the big move, because you're correlating it with the high time frame as well there. Okay, we have jagged on the tape. Let's get a jagged warning in the tape. In the chat. We have jagged on the tape. Do you see it? Look at this jaggedness. Okay, big play coming.
On the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Jagged warning in the chat. Don't say we didn't tell you. Big play coming. Do not get off sides. Do not try to get cute. Get on sides. Stay on sides.
Shanemark says that I don't believe Trump will withdraw.
Here she goes. All the way to the P point. Could be a little bounce there. Super AO. DCR. Look, you don't have that on your system. You don't have that right there. Okay, if you don't have ALGO box, you don't have that. Why would you not want to see that? Why would you not want to see that? Why would you not want to see that? It's crazy. People playing without ALGO box? Are you crazy? You must be crazy, bro. All right. Let's get serious. Just having a little fun. Just having a little fun. Thanks, Boar. Look at gap and tick data on NQ 2 days from Wednesdays. Downside, possible higher time frame targets. I mean, if that's the way you want to trade.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma short on the NQ.
Okay. They broke that P point, or they broke that dot here, so looking for the next bear. Looking for the next bear entry here. Tracked through the greens. There's a 6-8. I'll go ahead and toe in the water on that. Still hearing sellers right here at the P point. Zeus.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
$9.4. Trying to add in on that 9.4.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Ten seconds.
Oh, we're about to come up on news. Was not paying attention to the time here.
Double delta NQ on the 30.
All right, nope. Okay, I'm gonna take the loss here. We got an Enigma, might be calling bottoms here. All right, now I'm gonna take the loss. Boo!
Ratio to surpass
I did not pay attention to that.
record in 20.
Enigma showing up there.
2026 deficit GDP ratio of 5.
Right into the news. We got a red dot over on the right. I do want to look for a slap down on this one more time here.
Total 2026 235 at 1.4 trillion from the previous estimate. 2025 Trump tax acts.
Push dot, they cracked the green dot.
To 2035 deficits by $4.7 trillion. Higher tariffs cut 2026 to 2035 deficits about $3 trillion. And the budget estimates continue to signal unsustainable fiscal path. The CBO sees large, historically unusual deficits in the coming decade, and the CBO sees $1.97 trillion deficit for 2026, little changed from 2025.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, there's dot, add to position. If they're going to hold that dot. Nope, dot was cracked. Okay.
Ooh. On the 89.
All right, so might be having to collect a couple of losses here on that one. They cracked right through that dot. Wow, look at them step up. Okay, 12.2. At to position, are we still moderate sell? We are. Super AO over on the right.
The CBO forecast cumulative.
I think I got caught off sides on that jagged. Speaking of getting caught off sides.
At 24.406.
Okay, there's the dot test.
CBO forecast US.
Nope, they're holding on to it. Okay. Ooh, having to take the loss here.
9% for
Bummer. Bummer.
from 2027.
Oh man, I'm kind of mad at myself for that.
And the CBO forecast debt held by public to reach 120% of GDP in the fiscal year of 2036 versus 99% in the fiscal year of 2025, surpassing 1946 historic high of 106% in the fiscal year of 2030.
Okay, dot test one more time. Double dot, add to position. Don't run without me. Don't you run without me. Jerk. Didn't fill me. King timing. Seuss. Didn't fill me again. Come on, bro. All right, I'll lock in right there on a 10.8. Puts me at 14K. So had a little draw on that. Little wonky in there. Double dot, another red dot here right back behind it. Gonna give it one more shot here for a runner holding to an opposing signal here. We'll see if we can get one more shot here on the dot. All the way to the diamond and the dot, adding a little bit more to the kitty there. I'll take it. So little head up into divergence. Again, that's why I said this is the time frame it is in play, right? We've seen it pretty much all morning here. Psychology module, though, now giving me, you know, great speed. That's awesome. We had jagged on the tape, gave us the warnings. Yes, we came into the news event and we got the head fake up. 12.2 into king timing. Red dots held right here. Tried to get in real big right there. Didn't get in big enough. And then we got a nice, beautiful drop out here. The measure on that leg, that's 277 tick drop out there. We had the jagged warning that told us it was coming. Enigma strong enough to shove it up. So again, both playing both sides with great play setups there this morning.
On the NQ3.
Over 20K on the day. 14 here, 8.4 over there. Let's add. It'll be a little weird because some of that was overnight with the bots. About half of what's on the bot there.
NQ on the 89.
Really 3K for the bots, so we
Fib.NQ
won't count all of that. But not too bad, not too bad.
34.
Okay, red dot. Also, again, bears just saying they're in control right now.
Enigma long on the ES1. Fib.NQ on the 34. Low impact news event FOMC member Bowman speaks. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, open line coming. 25 260s.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Right there, all drawn up. The Nopen area.
Lower bands up NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, switch dot here. It looks like this might be the first bear break. Okay, first time a bear broke right there. So bears do not have full control anymore.
Annual Winter Financial Services
Double
Conference.
delta NQ
No
on the
text
5.
is expected. Q&A is expected with a moderator.
Enigma long on the RTY1. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, bulls making a little showing. They cracked through their dot, so they don't have full control either. There's a battle back and forth here. We'll look for a accumulation zone here.
NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay. Bull test. Success. And blue dot. Cracked. So bears still more in control.
Enigma long on the YM2. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay. Could get a short right there on the dot. Let's see if she's going to hold here. I'm going to toe in the water here on it. I'm going to add a hard stop above this dot. Okay, I'm not going to risk much here. And if they want to do some head fake thing, whatever, I can get a lot out of a play like that if it's going to go. It's a 5.9. I can add to position on the cross. So I'm at a half position now. See if they're going to drop it in. This is that open area, so a lot of hands can start coming in right here. Dangerous area. Normally a place I don't like to take a play. There's a dot. Add one more time here on the dot. If it cracks, I'll close it up right here. Seeing if the bears have full control here. They do. Look at that. Even on a dot, just a dot. Oop. Switch dots. Bull's trying to make a spot here. Come on, give one more little drill in.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Are they gonna?
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Here's the test for the bulls. Green dot test. Come on, break it. Crack it. Yes. Crack it. Now drop it. There you go. All the way to the open line. Thank you very much. 17,000 on the day on this one, plus 8 on the other. Let's get a refresh there. Looking yummy. Couple of dips on the P&L there.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
All right, all the way into the open line there. As soon as that dot cracked, felt pretty good about that drop out there.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
In the open zone here, it's a place that I generally just don't like to take plays. A lot of hands can start showing up in here.
Fib.NQ
Things just get a little ganky.
on the 34.
What's our time?
Fib.
All right, 10-10 coming up here in about, I got about 20 seconds.
Divergence bands NQ on the 9 on the 34.
20 seconds till coffee time there. So not too many trades there this morning, but across our 5 trades plus a bonus scenario there, kind of no, you know what, there was took a loss in there, so it's probably like this.
Could allow high inflation to persist for longer. Schmidt says not seeing evidence current level of interest rates is restraining the economy, and it's appropriate to keep restrictive monetary policy with inflation close to 3%. Productivity improvements could allow faster growth without inflation. We are not there yet. Schmidt says current inflation rate indicates still strong demand is outpacing improvements in the supply. There are opportunities to reduce bank reserve demand and thus lower the Fed's balance sheet. Schmidt says price shocks are transitory based on the central bank's response, and the Fed needs to keep focus on the 2% inflation target. Recent improvements in productivity could be about workers staying in jobs longer as opposed to stemming solely from technology.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Okay, Super AO short test. Let's see. The Bears are going to maintain control. They'll need to hold this Super AO. Yep, they still got it.
Double delta.
Bears still in control.
Double delta NQ on the 9.
Okay, we got a delta shift here now, so we'll see what happens with the exchange of hands. We already kind of have a white line marked right there, but I'm going to go ahead and draw a little miniature zone right there. This will become important whether or not right now. It could be in the near future. That spot could be important with the exchange of hands there. So what can happen now could be some manipulation. We could see could see a trap set up, so we do have to be careful just jumping right in on shorts, though bears are still currently showing full control. We've not seen a break of any red yet.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Bands touch NQ on the
There's
30.
prior low.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Drilling.
Bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the
Okay,
34.
here's the bear test.
Lower bands touch
Little quick
Lower bands touch NQ on the 89.
dot for the test there. Bears still in full control. They're holding every red here so far. Another one right there for the test. Well, bears just continuing to prove that they've got
Touch NQ
control
on the
here.
34.
So just to repeat, Fed Schmidt said additional Fed rate cuts might permit higher inflation to continue for a longer time.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Low impact news event FOMC member Bowman speaks. Lower bands touch NQ on the 89. Divergence up NQ on the 34.
The S&P 500 turns negative, reversing gains of as much as 0.7%.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, there is a show. We might see a little bounce right here. 10.4 on the low time frame as well. Let's look to see if we get a little head fake for it. Nope, they're pushing straight through here. Let's see if we head fake. Might see that trap show up here. Be careful.
The Nasdaq 100 turns negative, reversing.
Bears still showing they've got control. Have not seen a red break yet.
J-hook short NQ on the 5.
Here's the next test.
Lower bands
Okay,
touch NQ
that's the
on
first red I've seen broke right there. That's the first PRZ that I've seen them break. They broke that one right there. Here's one to test right here. Let's see if we get to it. Okay, there's a touch. We should react, and if the bears are going to maintain control, they'll need to short. They'll need to start pushing it down right there.
22 punch bowl news.
Here, and buyers start to step in right there.
A DHS offer from the White House today. With punch bowl reporter.
Okay, bulls taking over, right? They just cracked the bears, so bears are no longer in full control. As we said, there could be the shift right there. Again, only where are you going to get that? Only at ALGO box.
Enigma short on the NQ3.
12.9. Okay, I can take a quick short right there. Man, that happened too fast. Okay. Mega late Nate. Super. I mean, that was a super mega late Nate right there. Even if the bulls are going to make control there, that's still 73 tick drop there for the mega late Nate. Even gave me a little 2-try there scenario, higher time frame. Like to get a short right there. So fast. It says great speed there, but it was a little bit too quick for me to talk through and walk through at the same time. Green dot test over here on the right. Okay, they cracked it. Bears are back in control. Bears have control. I will take the next red. Okay, I'm going to Seuss entry right there. A little bit early. I'd like to see it pop up to that cipher. It will also touch the top of the channel. Would be better. I'll take 45 ticks though.
You have posted a speech from Fed Schmidt
Okay.
on monetary policy.
Coming in, getting our warning from Psychology Bot telling us it's too fast. Trying to hold to an opposing signal here. Red dot, add to position. Nope, they cracked the red dot. Okay. So bears are not in full control here.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Test for the bulls. They got cracked here.
Bitcoin prices with Coinbase Global
Lower
down
bands.
10%.
All right. I'll take it right there at S1.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the
Okay,
9.
blue dot.
Lower bands touch NQ.
Here's the bull test. Will they get their bounce?
Lower bands touch on the 34.
It's going to be an important area now, either now or later.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Yep, there they go. Okay. Good play, good play.
Double delta NQ on the 34.
Eddie throwing down 11K there this morning. Nice job, sir. Was that a 480? Did I see 480 tick somebody play there that you had open?
Two finger NQ on the 30.
Oh no, 1,000. 1,065 ticks. The bro nailed it. The bro nailed it. Jivas, welcome aboard. Just installed the algo. Awesome. Welcome aboard. How'd you hear about us? Did you see us on YouTube? Were you searching for algos? Or did algos come to you? Always interested to see how do people find us. Or somebody refer you to hear about us from somebody else?
Enigma long.
We do have an affiliate program, so if you guys want to become an affiliate for AlgoBox,
NQ on the
got
5.
25-25 program. We pay 25% commissions and $25 CPMs. So if you are a person who
Lower bands touch NQ.
wants to make videos or puts out content
Lower bands
someplace there, we do have $25 CPMs. So per 1,000 views, $25 per 1,000 as well, on top of the 25% commissions.
34.
We have a 365-day tracking cookie as well. So if you send somebody to do a 2-week free trial with us and they buy within a year,
NQ on the 30.
you will still get credit for that. And affiliates get paid on the 15th of every month. So about 4 days right there around Valentine's Day weekend, affiliates will get their next checks there. All right. Bear dot broke right there. And they're breaking right there. Bulls making a stand here. Power headshot to the long side, 10.4. And over here on the right, look what we got going on there. We said this is going to be an important zone there. Where we could have seen a bounce, so we did. We got the bounce there. Fast. Coming in fast. There's the
Fib.NQ on the 5.
semi-bumpy P&L there this morning. You do not have to be perfect to be profitable.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Double delta NQ on the 9.
All right, we got the red background and blue X on the chart, so I can just kind of raise my hands and go,
The S&P 500 down 0.
don't even be tempted.
The Nasdaq down
Too fast?
5%, and the Dow down 0.3%.
Low impact news event on the crude oil inventories.
National Economic Advisor has said, speaking on Fox Business, says people are coming off the sidelines into the labor market.
Divergence up NQ on the 9. Double delta NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Hassett says high wage
Lower
growth.
Okay, we could see a bounce right here. That's a 3.9 with divergence.
Reminder at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we have EIA crude oil inventories forecast a draw of 0.024 million.
Bears maintaining full control. Look at that. Even on a touch of a little Gartley was enough to push it down. So not a single break right there so far.
Gasoline inventories forecast a build of 0.84
Little
million.
miniature pop up, and then they're just
685.
pushing it.
Distillate inventories forecast a draw of 1.734 million. Prior, a draw of 5.
They're in sellers all over the tape.
Cushing inventories prior, a draw of 0.743 million. Also,
First delta shift we've seen in a while. Red dot still able to push.
NQ
Look
on
at
the
that.
34.
So bears are still
Enigma
maintaining
on the
full
GC.
control in here.
NQ on the 5. NQ on the 9. Enigma long on the RTY1. NQ on the 34.
Whiskers throwing down 17K on the day.
NQ on the 9.
With the amount of speed,
NQ on the 9.
you kind of even hung around for this one, didn't you? So this wasn't just a 940 to 950 day. This was an exception. Remember, we have our standard operating procedures, but all of a sudden, if the market can show something different, then that might be the time to, while you have your standard op, what happens when we're outside of the standard op, right? You need plans for when things get out of standard operating procedures, but you still need to rely on those standard ops
As inflation numbers will be key
to be prepared for your executions, right?
Double delta NQ on the 5.
Okay, now red dot on
NQ on the
the
30.
optimized range, correlated with
data from
the
yesterday.
ready DD.
Gasoline stock
Nice little
change
easy
was a
short right there.
3 million. Distillate stock change was a draw of 2 million. Cushing stock change assets, as can easily see,
Double
4%
delta
Mega late Nate, ready DD into a regression channel.
4 million. And
Enigma
crude oil
long
stock
on the
change was a
RTY1.
build of 13.4 million.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 5. NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 34.
Now a double dot there.
Lower
There she goes.
Assets
NQ
as
on
the
There she goes.
drive productivity
NQ
and
on the
economic
right.
growth.
There she goes. 1, 2, 3 bars out of a 34. For another 100 tick drop.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
That's a level
Lower
10.
bands touch NQ on the 34.
Last 10 we had was here. Got a 10 right here.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Enigma long on the RTY1.
Love the dots and the nines.
Up NQ on the
You know,
NQ on the
I've
5.
kind of started that myself. Like, you can almost just take the dots on the nines too, right? And it would mitigate some of the risk too, because you're still going to have a semi-small risk stop behind a dot, and the dots work out. Or if they don't, they crack and it happens quickly.
Touch NQ on the 34. Double NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 9.
How many likes today?
Around in 5 minutes time, we expect you
Hey, that's awesome. 113 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys. If you haven't hit the like button yet, do us a favor and hop in and
4.55 million
punch that button for me. That'd be awesome.
On the 9.
to a draw of 2.768 million. Gasoline inventories.
Okay, yes, we've got crude oil inventories coming out here in 5 minutes. We'll see if that has some impact.
Fib.NQ on the
Distillate
5.
Crude oil kind of runs the world. Everything runs on that. Everything is delivered. Every
And Cushing inventories
item that's delivered to you
a draw of 0.743 million.
into a store all travels on wheels of some type,
Has ended his remarks.
driven by
Fib.NQ on the 34.
the oil energy.
The Russell 2000 index reverses course, last down 1.3%.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Okay, we got dot tests here on the nines. Look at him go again. Look at him go again. Bears just saying, hey, we got control.
NQ on the 30.
We got control.
Fib.NQ on the 5. NQ on the 34. Enigma long on the RTY1. Divergence down NQ on the 9. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34 on the 5. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Haven't seen a sell-off leg on the 89 like this in a long time. Look at this.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Lower bands.
That's the 89
on the 34. Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Literally algo box calling the high.
Double delta NQ on the 5. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
All right, get ready. Okay, we could take a short right here. Again, get ready, take the next play. What was it? PRZs, there you go. Look at that dropout. 100 ticks instantly.
NQ
wow. Boom. Well, pretty close. 94 ticks.
RTY1. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch
HMD.
34. Upper bands touch NQ.
It's going to be a test. You can hear buyers step through there. They could push through that. Yep. Okay, so bulls starting to try to make a move here. Bulls just cracked a potential bear. So bears have, I won't say they've lost control, fully control, but they're not in full control anymore. That red dot would have had to hold if the bears were going to maintain control. The bears do not have absolute authority here now. Both sides can take plays. The bulls just made a stand. The Super AO here.
1 minute remaining. I'll be leading with...
Oh, we got crude oil inventories coming out here. Okay, so this could be a crude move. Could be a crude scenario. 1 minute now until crude oil inventories. 10:30. Crude oil inventory numbers coming out here any moment. Just get ready, take the next play. That is an Enigma long here. Could pop in on a long there. I'm a bear player, so I'm not going to hit that right now. Right here at the news. 30 seconds to the news.
NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 9.
20 seconds.
Ten seconds.
Divergence up NQ on the 5.
Okay, green's being broken there, so bears coming back in saying we've got control.
3 minutes compared to the expected drop 0.0.
We want to see this next bear test.
Gasoline inventories, a build of 1 spot
timing.
6 million, a build of 1 spot 1.6 million, higher than the expected build of 0.84 million. Distillate inventories, a draw of 2.70 million, a draw of 2.70 million, compared to the expected draw of 1.734 million. And EIA crude Cushing inventories, a build of 1.071 million, a build of 1.071 million.
NQ on the 5.
I was behind on the entry there. Here in buyer's step.
Enigma long on the RTY1.
Buyers are making a move here. All right, I'm going to pull half right here at my POE. All right, there we go. I'm going to take that off here. I don't know.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
So bailing on my spot there, that headshot, started to hear buyers start to step in there. We said this is going to be an important zone from before, so I'm just kind of killing that spot there, taking a little miniature mini loss there. Red dot, could have grabbed that.
Reminder, we're short.
We have a dot on the 9s here.
We have posted the EIA weekly
I'm gonna
report on the
toe in here, not gonna get too big here, right at the dot. Gonna give it a shot. Nope, they're breaking through it here. Divergence. Right into the butterfly. Are they gonna hold the butterfly? Okay, the butterfly held, so still might be able to get a T1 out of it. Currently back to neutral. Bulls making a stand here. There's a diamond. Okay, bulls are in control. All it took was a little diamond touch and they pushed it back up here. So they are making a stand.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
So seeing comments from ETB's Bush already out on X.
Fib.NQ on the
Okay. Well, that dot looked like it was going to hold and it cracked right through here. All right, no, I'm going to peel half the position here.
Divergence down NQ on the 34.
Need to hear sellers step in.
C2. Double delta NQ
Delta
on
shift.
We have posted ECB's Bush speech on AMLA and ECB banking
Fib.NQ
supervision,
on the
strengthening
5.
cooperation on the feed for those interested.
Red dot. Add to position.
Enigma short on the YM2.
Bulls starting to step in here.
Fib.NQ on the 34.
Okay, I'm going to grab my 40 bag. That'll put me over 20K on that account there.
Lower bands touch NQ.
Made about $1,000 on that. Was risky. Was risky. They started breaking those up in there. Again, super fast speed in there. They made a play.
Lower bands touch NQ.
We've been green here, so bulls starting to make a play here. Came back to red and now neutral. So be very careful with this right here. Pink dot still holding, high time frame. So fast. This is not normal. So if you are hopping in for the first time with us, like, again, markets are not always like this. A lot of people, like, they take one experience and they're like, oh, the markets are like this, I can't.
NQ on the 5.
It's not always like this. Need to know.
NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the YM2. Double delta.
Yeah, some 20K hype in the chat.
Divergence
20K hype in the chat.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 30.
1034.
J-hook long NQ.
Almost 5 minutes past that mid-hour. Let's see what happens here. We're coming up into divergence, into a Gartley. Let's see if the bears are going to hold on to their structure here. They would need to push this down in this Gartley if they're going to maintain control. Bulls already kind of cracked it back here. Look. Okay, they cracked it. The bulls might be, yeah. So see, bulls are trying to take over here. Yep, and they push through. Okay, so bulls are starting to make a play here. Okay, bear test. That is a power headshot. They crack through. Bulls are starting to take over control there.
Double short on the 34.
Big cipher test on the high time frame.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5. Enigma long on the RTY1.
Is that not going to hold? Nope. Nope. Bulls are taking over here.
Upper bands touch NQ on
Shark
the
back.
Fib.NQ on the
HMD.
on the 5.
Ready DD. Cross.
According to the EIA, the US crude stockpiles increases by the most in a year
short on the
last week.
Enigma, okay. Oh my goodness. Ready, DD. I mean, they're gonna give me the boatload. All right.
Long on the RT upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
Zeus.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89. Double delta on the NQ on the 5.
And here's sellers right there. Come on.
On the RTY.
Come on, Bears, step in. Deuce. Trying to maximize the play. Thank you very much. Let's go. 27-5.
On the RTY.
Let's go. Let's go.
On the 89.
High time frame. Again, high time frames, when the high time frame play comes in, again, higher time frame play, higher time frame risk, also higher time frame reward opportunity.
Lower bands touch NQ.
We're well up on the day, so easy to
lower bands touch NQ on
step in and put that risk on the table.
Fib.NQ on the 9. Fib.NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Very interesting.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Very narrow window there. That must be a... It must have popped stops right there. A lot of people gave up right there. Y'all, we might see a very big move here. Let me move this up a little bit. Yeah. That little stop run scenario there.
Two finger
popped in right there. A lot of collection happened right there very quickly. There is a position there.
Divergence down NQ on the 9. Enigma short on the YM2. Fib.NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5.
French President Macron says Europe overwhelmed by China exports in the past 2 years.
Okay, let's test these dots. Hit double dot test right here. See if the bulls maintain it. If they're going to hold control, they'll need to shove it straight up from these double dots right here. So far, they did.
US gasoline
Bears will be tested here on the butterfly.
Data shows a surprise build.
Divergence down NQ on the 34. Divergence down NQ on the 9.
So I'm just starting to think about whether bulls have full control here. They're obviously making the move up here. So do they have absolute full control? Here's a test. Nope, they don't. No, they do. As I say that, looked like the dot was going to hold and they broke it. Okay, so Super AO.
Double delta
Delta shift. I'm going to pull half.
34. Upper bands touch NQ.
Just looking for a little potential 35 tick. There's 33.
Fib.NQ on the
Pink dot, add to position. Headshot, add to position on the cross, add on the cross.
On the RTY1.
33 again. Yikes, Enigma showing up.
On the GC2.
Bulls making a big showing here.
Fib.
Nope, I'm gonna take the loss. Nope. Not doing it.
Upper bands touch
Yeah,
NQ on
post
the
the live
80.
Bears are, I'm sorry, bulls making a stand. They're cracking all of the bear plays. There's an Enigma. I'll give it one more shot here on the Enigma.
A coercion mechanism.
That is a moonshot short. Looking to see if I can grab a 35 and possibly a 50 tick bag here if the bulls, I'm sorry, the bears do step in here. We have a high time frame butterfly test here, but again, that is higher risk because if I'm going to take a play on the 9s, I also have to accept the higher time frame risk along with that. Boom, there we go. 40. Can I get the full 50? 50 ticks. Let's go. 50 ticks off of the 13.9 Enigma. Let's go. Let's go. Pretty much high time frame test of the butterfly. It did hit. Again, not going to go beyond P2 because right now look at the direction filter. All right, direction filter has been on the buy side. We just flipped back to neutral now, but high time frame was the play. So high time frame opportunity, higher time frame risk. T2 was the targeting for that one instead of a T1. Did not pull it at 35, held all the way beyond 50 ticks. I think it was like 55 before I started pulling the triggers.
I do not believe labor market last year was showing.
Just playing the game. This is a great day to practice, by the way. If anybody wants to have a good day to practice in market replay, you want to save today's data. Today is 2/11, February 11th, 2026. Good day to save in your repertoire. Download the market replay data from today, save it in a folder somewhere. Great day to practice. You've had both sides take over positioning, good reads through, being able to execute quickly. This is a great day to practice. You're not having to wait around.
Double delta NQ on the 34.
There are some spots in there where you can pause because of the speed. I mean, just great. Overall, a lot of things. Almost every set of your skills getting tested and something that you can practice on. Great day to play. Awesome, Kazi. Thanks, Ninja. Appreciate that, sir.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Short on the NQ5.
Usually market is too slow in my opinion. Well, that is normal. Yeah, normally, again, markets are not always this active. You have to be able to learn to play both. I mean, don't say you don't have to. I mean, you can, it just depends if you want to be a great trader or not, right? I'm here for the great traders. I'm here for the people who want to be great.
We'll probably need elements of AI to account for lower workforce growth due to aging and low birth rates and low immigration.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the 34. NQ on the 5. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Fed Schmidt says break-even job growth rate is likely around 40k or 50k per month.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Fed Schmidt says break-even job growth. Excuse me.
Okay, crack through the dot there. So bulls trying to say they want to take over control here. Red dot cracked on the 9s. So bull test. Bulls are in control here. Green dot pushed it, broke the red dot on the 9s. Bulls trying to make a showing here.
Double delta NQ on
the crown. Yeah, I mean, I do see a triple crown here. I see 1, 2, and 3. But the bears have not held on to anything yet. You need to see the bears hold on to something. I've seen multiple bear cracks here, and bulls held every one of them. Like this one right here, shark held, green dot held, red broke. Okay, so they're also, it just, yeah, I like to just try to see who's in control right now. I don't care about long term. Like people are like, well, a minute ago you said that bears were in control. Now you're saying bulls are in control. Yes, that's what happens. Welcome to the markets, my friend. Super AO right at the prior low. I'll take a shot at that.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 30. Divergence down NQ on the 80.
All the way to 50 ticks. Let's go. Puts me over 30k on that account. Let's go. 31 and some change. That is a super AO. Came in fast, not going to last. I also had prior low there. A lot of reason why several hands may step in right there. Also had a 7.1 over on the right for another Super AO combo. And again, I'm not going to try to shoot the moon with that one. Literally just was looking for, since we had moderate buy on the direction filter, just going, okay, well, can I get a T1? And it happened to go just straight through T1, was heading to 50, so went ahead and held it all the way out to a T2. Got a T1 and a T2 off of that one. High time frame came in. If the high time frame hadn't come in there, that wouldn't have worked out as easily. We grabbed a 50 bag. Let's go. Thanks, Pablo. Butamus. Look at that Super AO go. It's on both. I mean, you had the Super AO here. So high time frame play. Over 100 tick drop off of the Super AO on the high time frame. Delta shift. Super AO here. Someone had mentioned also that that was the triple crown after the accelerant. So you had the accelerant up, you had the triple crown 1, 2, and 3. Here comes the Super AO.
Enigma short on the NQ5.
Enigma short right here. I got my finger over the trigger. Here's a dot. I'm going to grab it right there, right on the dot. Half position. Let's see if it's going to hold here. All the way to the Enigma target. Let's go. Let's go. All the way to the Enigma target. Little bit of a candy day there today. Candy on the tape. We run through all the songs. This whole song list is starting over. You got those 100 likes there this morning. Thank you guys for getting us to those 100 likes. Well done, well done. Hang in there a little bit longer for some more fun.
Divergence up NQ on the 9.
Continued drilling.
Double delta NQ on the 5.
The most important thing about, for me, in trading intraday is it's not about who's in control, like a big picture. Yeah, but the big picture is, yeah, but who's in control right now? Who's in control for the next 100 ticks? Who's in control for the next 35? In this case, because of my execution window being here on the 5s, who's in control of the next 35 to 50 ticks? Like, if you just simplify your thinking to what time frame are you willing, like what's your risk? Start with that. Well, I'm willing to risk about 30 ticks. Okay? So I'm willing to risk about 30 ticks, then 35 to a 50. That's how this chart works over here. Okay, so I'm looking for who's in control of the next 35 to 50 ticks. This whole concept, like I know somebody was like, but look at the gap below down at the dirt. Dude, if that's your time frame and you want that, you know, level of risk and you want to hold on to that and you're, you know, tiny player and you're playing micros or whatever, that's fine. For me, gonna play with some size, and we're gonna play. We're just trying to maximize what we're getting out of that. Then I don't necessarily have to care of the full time frame. Intraday players, we can play both sides. We can play the long side, we can play the short side. We're looking for those inefficiencies that have come into price area, and then to know things like powerful structures plus RTFA events. Combine those together and put them together and grab, you know, bags at a time. I don't have to hit one big bag. I can, you know, work my way through like this. Some people's P&L the entire year looks like this, okay? I mean, we're just doing this intraday. Who's right now? What's the direction? What's the play right now? Doesn't matter what happened early this morning. It doesn't matter what happened last week. Well, last week's high of day was this, so last... Are you going to play and you're going to hold the play for an entire week? Okay, well, you're not an intraday player.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on the bands touch NQ.
Okay, get ready.
Divergence down NQ.
Coming up fast. Do I think it's going to last?
Upper
No.
bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch.
But I'm still going to wait for the tests.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34.
2K on the funded Shivansh. Am I saying that right? Shivansh? Is that right? Did I say that right?
Shivansh long on the NQ3.
Okay, on your funded, awesome work.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
You're saying thank you. Well, what helped you today? What was your biggest help? What was the what if you had to put your finger on something? What was the biggest help that you got to be able to make that 2K there today? Got the name right? Awesome. Yeah, would you mind sharing? Like, what was the thing? Was it a single play? Okay, that's a headshot. Was it the conversations around how I'm playing it? Was it certain play that you like? Super AOs. This is a power headshot that I'm trying here, coming up fast. Literally, it says it's too fast here. It's a little bit dangerous here. We have a high time frame opportunity, so higher time frame risk as well. Unfortunately, I'd rather just have one of those.
Divergence down NQ on the 30.
Okay, yikes. Okay, Bull's making a stand here. They're able to hold on single dot. Test of the bear. Okay, bear lost. Okay, bear has lost it. They cracked through. Super AO. Be looking to exit my position here. They are making a very strong stand here.
Grant says Europe should invest in mining critical materials and build strategic reserves.
What's a strategic reserve? When people say that, when they say things like, what's a strategic reserve? What exactly is that? Anybody know? I actually don't know what that is. What exactly is a strategic reserve? Okay, red dots. Up into prior close. I hate playing this area. This is one of those areas. That nope. That nope spot. Don't like to have to be taking plays here. Watching streams the past 20 days, understanding the market from your perspective. Love to learn more. Awesome. Love to hear it.
NQ on the 5.
Over 60K on the day playing silver and NQ. Nice job, Mermaid. Mermaid's longtime trader.
Fib.NQ
using ALGO box to trade some silver and NASDAQ. Awesome. Huge day, right? Huge.
Divergence down.
Huge day. Huge plays. Huge opportunities.
Double delta NQ.
Okay, I'm gonna peel some off here, take some loss here on this one here. Too risky, dude. Bulls are making some crazy action here. Let's see how that red dot plays. Does the red dot hold? Nope, they're cracking another one. So Bulls full control right now.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Up into prior close.
Increase the EU budget is joint debt.
Double delta NQ on the 34.
Delta shift up top.
DCDM NQ on the 5.
The Bulls are like, don't write us off. We're here.
Trump, who's meeting
10:55.
Benjamin Netanyahu.
They're making their midday play here.
Divergence down NQ on the 34.
Right in that open. Like, I do not like taking plays here. It's
on the RTY.
so many hands can come in at this spot.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Okay, test of the bears. Let's see if this dot's gonna do anything for me. It is. Okay, thank you, bears. Okay,
Fib.NQ.
got a little hope there. Bulls also still holding. Bulls did not crack. but bears are not completely obliterated. They were able to push that down. Nope. Bears losing it here on the cipher. They're unable to hold structure. No, they did hold structure. What am I talking about? Spoke too soon. Now they're starting to step. Okay. Just kidding. They held that cipher.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Okay, this is where I want to do a 100 tick measure from the top. 100 ticks for the bail. It's literally right there. There's that stinking open line.
Fib.NQ on the 9.
Okay, dot on the 9s. Nope, they're pushing through it. That's going to get cracked. You can see it peeking through already. Bears do not have control here. Like no squat, Vinny. It's going straight up. Yeah. But I mean, they're not able to hold. They're not even able to not even able to wiggle it down right now. Bull's just pressing the buy button all the way through this area. 7.8. Crack the back of the cross. Let's go. Please be a head fake. Triple crown. 1, 2, and 3.
Upper bands touch NQ on the 34. Upper bands touch NQ on the 89.
Well, I was trying to do 3 of those. Anyway, can't draw it fast enough.
Enigma long on the NQ5.
Okay, here in sellers. Add to position. Nope, didn't fill me. Came back and filled me. Still hearing sellers. Want to target the back of that Enigma.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34.
Fed Schmidt says Congress and executive branch may want to stoke the economy. The Fed needs to maintain balance between jobs and inflation.
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Fib.NQ on.
Oh. One of my least favorite things is when it does that snappiness, like does not even give you, like it hits and literally no chance to react. Instantaneous reaction to something as quick as a dot like that. And it's exactly what happened there. Because I'd love to just bail on that dot. Like, like as soon as they're not going to let me get to the back of that Enigma like I thought they would, hearing sellers step into that. And then insta reaction on a dot here. Crack through. Thank you. Cracking through. Red dot, add to position. Trying to maximize the play. Don't want to see them snap up over that dot. Hold the dot. Hold it.
Enigma short on the GC2.
Yikes.
Upper bands touch on the 89. Fib.NQ on the 5.
Red dot, final add.
Fib.NQ on the 5.
Ouch. What just happened? Did I hit the wrong button? I literally just hit the wrong button.
CFTC Fed rate cuts beginning in May.
I gotta stop, y'all. I just hit the wrong button. I went to hit add on that dot and it literally closed the position. I just lost half my position. Or half my P&L on that. Oh my word. Awful. Awful. All right. I've been sitting in the chair too long, folks. Don't overplay. You're welcome. It is 11 o'clock. Oh my goodness. Oh. So left hand,
touch NQ on the 34.
spread on the sell, thumb on the close. As I went to hit that, I guess, I don't know, I'm shaky, and I literally thumb hit the close instead of middle. I can't even believe I just did that. Could have been absolutely huge. That is 50K, bro. What did you do? Oh. Sometimes I ask myself, why do I even? I have shown so much with the system. Look, a lot of things are about to come and change. Okay, a lot of things. And just more examples here. Okay, I'm always trying to think of how I can teach, how I can talk through, whatnot. It's very distracting to me. Okay, 2-week free trials are going away. So you see this thing right here, all this stuff down here, that's changing. Valentine's Day, last opportunity. You might want to grab that right now. 2-week free trials. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Vinny, I just got in the 2-week free trial. Can I get the 2-week free trial and still, get the Valentine's Day offer? No, you can't. However, we have a 14-day refund policy. So if you want to cancel out later, get a refund, you can do that within 14 days, no problem. So technically speaking, anytime you buy, technically speaking, you still have an opportunity to do that. We are moving stuff behind the client portal. It's not going to be free. So go grab it right now. You have till Friday. Once they finish out the client portal, I've been talking to the web team multiple times this week. We should be finishing that out. That training is going behind the paywall. It's going to be $200. So if you want to grab it right now, grab it while it's free. Secondarily, the offer is there. You're getting 40% off. It's literally ends up being about $199 a month. This is it. 2-week free trial going away. We get too many people coming in here, like getting multiple 2-week free trials. They're over there like, oh, get a 2-week free trial on my laptop, get a 2-week free trial on my desktop. I'll start up a VM over here. All that's going away. So there will be paid trials. There will be paid access to boot camps. Also, when people come in and get stuff for free, they also don't appreciate it. They don't take it seriously. That's the whole game. So a lot of things are changing. And me, I will probably be doing less live streams. Just being honest. I'm probably going to be pulling that back. That also may go inside of Discord. I know I'm just talking through the venting of the frustration on that. That is a perfect example right there. And I don't think that was necessarily y'all's fault, but it is at the same time. I'm expending my energy nonstop and doing silly things like that. I can't believe I literally just blew 15K. That should have pushed me even beyond that. A 20K play right there that I just gave up. Anyway, sorry, I'm venting. I'm also letting you know that's what's happening before we get off of this play. Take advantage of that Valentine's offer. $199 a month for 18 months. Last chance. And this will go back to Platinum as well. So Platinum members only after Valentine's. Don't ask me to put it back again. That's gone. See ya!
Lower bands touch NQ on the 34. Double delta NQ on
the old adage where, the individual investor doesn't have a chance because the institutional investor has better technology, better information, and, more money and better opportunity. I don't think it's real anymore. I think the edge is on the individual investor because they're small, they're nimble, they can trade, they can use, they have better front-end technology.
Don't waste your time. Leave the technical analysis to us. You just play the game.
Rewind.